Hey everyone, Hydra Hut here, and this is the number 2 of the new Hawkman run. So, first Hawkman was great. It was just an adventure story. I mean, obviously, it had a lot of plot going on and stuff because of what they're trying to do with this run, which is basically explain Hawkman's past and history. But it was just a solid adventure comic, and I was a big fan, which is one of the main reasons why I picked up number 2. Another reason is this variant cover is fucking cool. The variant is by Cedric. You can tell by the art, but I double checked. Definitely by Cedric. So, Venditti is still writing. Honestly, this one doesn't feel like the first one. It's part 2, so it's a continuation, a direct continuation of the story. But it just doesn't have that same adventure feel. This one is a lot more story, exposition, and plot. It's still good. I think it's going to probably still be a solid series. And it does kind of pick up near the end. It's just the first, half, 2/3 of it is really kind of boring. Nothing really unique to say. I mean, the art stays consistently good. We do find out a lot about the history of our character. If you're not familiar with Hawkman, this is one nice thing about it. And see a couple different variations of him throughout history, which is cool. There's also some people who are just normies that apparently are aware of his multiple lives throughout history. Where then there are other people who seem to be really close friends who don't even realize that he's Hawkman. So that's kind of interesting and unique, I guess. I just want to say, not related to the comic. So, I'm in Oregon, and usually upper 90s is hot here. The last 2 days it's been over 100. Carry on, truck, carry on. The last 2 days it's been over 100, and today it's going to be over 100 again. So, chances are I won't be doing a second video today, because I usually film my second one around 1:30 on my last break, and by then it's going to be 98 already. And Hydra don't do heat, my friends. Us tentacle huts are aquatic, not hellscape livers. Anyway, back to the comic. So I'm gonna start getting into the actual internals of this comic. If you haven't been reading it, we're only on issue number 2. This came out last week. Go pick it up. I mean, they're $4, but they're good. If you're not sure if you're gonna like it though, because you're not a big Hawkman fan, go read. And I don't like recommending this, but just go read a digital online, just real quick. And if you like it, go buy it. If you don't, save yourself the $4 fucking dollars, because that's ridiculous for 22 pages. Alright, I'm gonna start ruining stuff. So, if you are planning on reading this and you don't want anything messed up, then dip out now, my friends. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going in. Brian Hitch is doing the pencils, and we got a whole crew on inks and color. Also, oddly, the colorist didn't do the colors for the main cover, even though the artist did the pencils. So after finding out that Hawkman was once Prince Kufur, he realizes that he, as an Egyptian prince, he basically built a pyramid, a bunch of hieroglyphs and statues and whatnot to help remind him of his past that he was running from. And then at some point in his history, he donated all that stuff to this museum, and it's always been a bit of an anomaly because everything's in perfect, pristine shape. It's all very much unique, and it doesn't really fit any of the other Egyptian hieroglyphs and that kind of stuff. Which, of course, is because Carter Hall, Hawkman, did all that stuff in basically a fever dream while he was an Egyptian prince. He's trying to delve into his past so he can figure out what it is he was trying to basically remind himself of. And he asked the curator of the museum if he could retrieve some notes so that he can look through them and see if there's anything abnormal. That's when he suddenly transforms into Hawkman and is dipped back into Egypt. It's kind of a weird double page spread. I think I would have gone with something a bit more exciting. But maybe turned this section into the double page. So you got a whole bunch of fighting as they were all trying to seize him. Anyway, while back in Egypt, he ends up fighting himself. And accidentally discovers that he, as Prince Khufu, he dreamed a dream and was able to draw a map. And then he hid that map in one of the statues. And that's when he suddenly shoots back to the museum. Goes and whacks one of the statues with his big-ass mace. And finds this map, which is basically just some etchings on a piece of wood. That's pretty much the gist of this. It's a whole bunch of exposition, a whole bunch of storyline, and then we get about 3 pages of fight scene, and then that's about the end of it. Next issue, we will be in Dinotopia. I don't know. I like dinosaurs, but you guys are just playing this trope out at this point. We'll see, though. Venditti's doing alright. Hawkman's a good property. Maybe it'll be good still. So I'm liking it. I'm going to continue reading it. I'd say I'm probably not the only person that likes it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hail Hydra.